This morning, we continue to learn more about both the investigation and the victims of the horrific limousine crash in Schoharie over the weekend that claimed the lives of all 18 passengers, including the driver, as well as 2 pedestrians. NHE News has now learned that one of the victims was a professor at SUNY Oswego. Brian Huff, a geology professor, was one of the 2 pedestrians killed in the crash. Huff earned his PhD from the University of Rochester and then started at SUNY Oswego in 2016. The school issued a statement calling him, quote, a major part of the campus family. And the National Transportation Safety Board has not yet released the official list of the victims' identities as part of its ongoing investigation, but more details about the victims have been uncovered by family and friends. A family member says Aaron Vertucci and Shane McGowan were among the victims. They got married just 4 months ago. Valerie Abelling, Vertucci's aunt, says the pair, along with friends, were headed to a brewery in nearby Cooperstown when the fatal accident occurred. Patrick Cushing was also killed along with his girlfriend, Amanda Halsey, according to her sister. Cushing was on the men's U.S. dodgeball team, and U.S. Dodgeball posted a statement to their Facebook page yesterday saying Cushing, quote, represented the very best of America. To honor Cushing, U.S. Dodgeball announced that it will retire his number 98.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Last night, a vigil was held in Amsterdam, where several of the victims are from, to honor and remember the 20 lives lost and show support to a community that has been permanently changed. 20 candles were lit in remembrance of each individual, and community members could write messages of condolences to the families and friends impacted by this devastating tragedy. And New York State Police and the NTSB held a press conference yesterday to provide an update on the investigation. State Police announcing they've recovered the limo's airbag control module, which is essentially the vehicle's black box that will provide critical information, including how fast the limo was traveling at the time of impact. Samantha Damasio from our sister station in Albany brings us the latest on the details of this ongoing investigation.
Chairman Robert Sumwalt with the National Transportation Safety Board telling reporters Monday that they found extensive damage to the front left side of the 2001 Ford Excursion. And at this point, he says there are no apparent skid marks at the intersection.
If an entire engine block is moved back and basically crushed, moved back past the driver's seat, that would indicate there was a lot of force and energy involved in that crash.
Major Robert Patnaud with the New York State Police says the driver did not have the appropriate license to operate the limo and that the company has been under scrutiny by the State Department of Transportation in the past. He went on to say that the limo should never have been out on the road in the first place, having failed several inspections. But Lee Kinlan, the attorney representing Prestige Limo, says otherwise.
We know that it had been inspected and passed a series of state inspections over the past couple of months, and it was safe to be on the road.
State police say they seized the remaining 3 vehicles from Prestige Limo and will be examining each of them. The NTSB still trying to determine whether the stretch conversion of the limo was in compliance with state and federal regulations. But they say because the vehicle was so badly damaged in the crash, they're still looking for the markings.
So there's a great deal of information that we need to seek back from manufacturers and other sources to find out what the FMVSS or the Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standards were applicable to this vehicle.
We've also learned chilling new details that the 17 victims hopped in this particular limo as a last resort.
I believe that they had tried to hire a different vehicle, but it canceled for some reason. So the subject in charge of this excursion scrambled and found this company to satisfy their needs for the day.
And state police are only 3/4 of the way through the autopsies, so again, the victims' identities have not yet been officially released. Meanwhile, the Schoharie County District Attorney has already been brought in anticipation of criminal charges against the limousine company. There are new reports that the owner of the limo company has a criminal record, also serving as an FBI informant at one time. According to WRGB in Albany, Malik Shahid Hussein, the owner of Prestige Limousine, had been previously arrested in 2001 for helping immigrants fraudulently obtain New York State driver's licenses. Hussein then later served as an FBI informant in an Albany terror sting as an effort to get his sentence reduced, according to that same station. New York State has issued a cease and desist order to keep the company from operating until the investigation is complete. And of course, we will continue to follow this story for you as the investigation continues.